sweeties, how are you doing? Welcome to Cimnanya. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash that subscribe button, turn your notifications so you are notified each time I upload, and please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you all so much, and I am saying a very big shout out to every one of you for all the love and support you all shower me here with. I am grateful, and you all are super sweet. So today we'll be talking something very important, and it's a lot of black people. Shout out to Joy and the man that also, fighting for black community and the rest of it. I am saying a very big shout out to every one of you for always coming out to, call out what is going on in black community, and also call the colored people out on the things they are also doing. It is very, very obvious that they are trying as much as they can to silence black voices because they see your voices as violent. They do not want you to complain. They do not want you to shout. Even when you are angry, you still have to come out nicely to speak to them while you are the one hurting. They are not the one hurting. You are hurting. And you still have to put things in place in order to talk. If not, you are going to be suppressed. And that really sucks that black people are going through pain and at the same time have to endure what the media is also pushing out and all that. All they want to do, most of the videos that were done about Florida and the rest of it were all suppressed. Some were taken down. They do not want anybody to talk about it. They do not want people to say anything about it. Just hurt. If you are hurting, just hurt just within you. Do not share your hurting outside. And that is something that needs to stop. If you all think that we do not have voices, or with our voices, you all do not need to hear our voices, and then I think the problem is not us, the problem is you all. And it is time this stop. And I am saying everybody that is speaking up, shouting and screaming about all the horrible things happening around and all that. And you all know what happened in Florida about the people that were Pe0ple and the rest of it. A lot of black people talked on it and also talked about what is going on among us, what is happening to us. But still, no, we got to let you all voices be silent. I am rolling this clip. We'll come back to talk about it, and I absolutely want to read all your comments. Let me know what you all think in the comment section.
So hey guys, I made a video about what happened in Jacksonville and included some of the history of what Governor Ron DeSantis has imported or allowed to happen in the state of Florida, and it got taken down. Now, I do have a little appeal going. We'll see how that goes. But I feel like Luis Torrio, who's one of my favorite people I follow on here, he kind of expressed my feelings better than I could. So I just want you guys to listen to what he had to say. Check it out.
This morning, I made a video about how there's a problem of systemic racism in the United States, and my video got taken down. I'm not gonna say I'm surprised. There's a big movement in the United States of America to silence black voices. It's really kind of predictable when you think about it. They don't want us to be angry. You know what? Let me rephrase that. We can be angry about racism in this country. We just can't voice it too hard. We got to be moderate about it. They want to control how we act, how we react, and how angry we get. There is something very sinister about white supremacy in this place. It's like they know it's happening, but they want to moderate your reaction when you see horrible things. They are very worried about your freedom of speech. They don't like it. They don't like that we have these voices and that we're creating awareness against racism. And they come into my page and into my DMs saying how I am racist against white people, how I am this, how I am angry. But then you have situations like this, like what happened in Florida, right? I'm not even going to curse. I'm just going to try to get to the point because obviously I don't want the video taken down. And there's clearly an attack on the voices of black people in this app and in many other places. So I'm going to try to be as soft as I can with this one. But there really is a movement that wants to silence us. But you know what? You're worried on the wrong group because we're not the ones taking lives because of racism. This guy went in with swastikas drawn in his guns and had a manifesto in which He clearly stated that he wanted to take the lives of black people, calling them the N-word. And then when we talk about stuff like this and we tell people, you know, there's a system in place, Ron DeSantis makes these people feel very comfortable in his state. He's actually trying to erase the history of black people, the history of indigenous people, the history of Latino people, people of color. I mean, yet somehow people are surprised when white supremacists feel comfortable living there, committing crimes against black people. And I come into this app every week. And every week I get the same attacks, the same threats at my DMs, over and over again, of people telling me how racism doesn't exist in this country, that it is all in my head, that I am making it up. My question is this: how many more people of color in this country have to lose their lives so that people finally understand that we have an inherent problem of racism in this country that is not going to go away if we don't do anything about it? Silencing me and attacking me is not going to solve the problem. So you white supremacists out there, you know, I'm not going to stop, because I have people literally pulling me up on the street saying what you do is important and you have to keep doing it. There's times where I really want to quit, because this will take a toll on anybody's brain. Seeing people that look like my father getting killed all the time, it's heartbreaking. It really, really like messes with your head. It affects you psychologically, and somehow we're supposed to be quiet and pretend that it's not happening. That's what white supremacy wants. And then there's other people who say they are not racist, who say they are allies, but then you're in a little computer somewhere in a room, clicking and taking our videos down and suppressing our voices, and you're really not helping the cause. We as people of color in the United States have a right to be angry, because our grievances have never been addressed. With nothing, with no reparations, not even a conversation about it. Yet somehow we can't even voice our concerns in an aggressive way because we're immediately silenced. It's really disgusting. But you know, we'll keep fighting the good fight. Que tengan buen día.
All I can say is, word. Do better, apps. So, hey guys, I made a video about...
Hey Joy, if I could just put a suggestion on the episode on your show, I think this would be the topic. We need to talk about and call this app out on the censorship on black creators. They're letting the racists get away with everything on this app. Literally anything on this app. Yesterday, I posted a video about the history of self-defense black militia groups in the country during the civil rights movement. And of course, I got the community guideline violation. I did appeal it and won the appeal, but they put one of those censorship blinders on it as if it was crazy, or they said it was shocking. But the funny thing about it is, I stitched a video on that video on something on the far right side had said, and they didn't get a community guideline violation, or did they get that little blinder on there? So I think you're onto something here. I think you'd be a great person to bring that out to the media and call this app out. Of course, I'm not telling you what you should do. I'm not even doing that, because who am I? I'm a nobody. But we are living through a modern day civil rights movement right now, which is digital, very digital right now. And I believe that you have a platform could call these guys out and probably help them change their ways. Just think about it. Hopefully, please.
I just wanted to ask you what you were thinking in that moment as you stood there with the governor as he did his campaign photo op with the victims and the community that was suffering.
I don't think I can let you know what I was thinking, because if I did, I probably would not be reelected. Just the anger and frustration that I was feeling, though. He had a lot of audacity to come there And after he lit the match and fanned the flames and emboldened the individual, at the end of the day, the governor does not care about Black people. We have a vindictive governor. He punishes people. And that's what folks need to know, that he is hurting Floridians, and he cares more about becoming president. So can you imagine all the things that he's doing in the state of Florida, what he would do if he had the power of the president? Like, that's absolutely absurd. And it's important for us to go ahead and stop him in his tracks and really highlight the fact that folks are hurting.
So this is all I got from this. And you see this young lady, when I saw the video, I mean, like when it was circulating, you know, I am always like trying to check out what's going on. And I saw how she was looking at. I can see she has a whole lot to unfold, like a whole lot to say. But sometimes some people cannot say it. And I think she actually has, she is probably serving as something in her community. And she was like, if I say it, I probably will not be re-elected and all that. Look at her face, just like, you know. But then it is what it is. You all already know that, like, you know, most of the videos Black people did about what happened in Florida were being taken down or suppressed, not getting views, not being pushed out and all that. This really tells you how hard they are working to silence Black voices and the rest of it. And like you all heard the last lady said, they do not care about Black people, and it is obvious, especially in Florida, because it is where they say, Black people, you work, goes to die, right? And I am going to make sure that I will trash woke ideology and leave them in the dustbin. So he is really working so hard on what he said. And I don't know why some people think that Black people are being, because that is what they said, raped this season. That's why they are all speaking up and calling him out. I mean, it is actually the nerves of all the things he is doing in Black community, how he is making Black communities' lives hard. And he got the nerves to come out to tell them that he is doing this, he is doing this. I am with you people. Sorry for anybody that really want to believe that Ron is with you people, because he is not. He does not care about Black community. Because if he does, all the things he is doing with African American history and the rest of it will not be happening. So this thing that happened also is also a wake-up call for people to also know the kind of person he is and the rest of it. And also, you can imagine the kind of power this young man got as a Florida governor. He's the governor, right? You can imagine how hard he's going to go when he becomes the president. I mean, it's not going to go well. And this is what people are already seeing and trying as hard as they can to stop some certain things before it gets off hand. Anyways, you all already know. I don't have to say anything. There is still travel advisory. If you are in Florida, I will keep screaming it. If you are a Black person and you are going to Florida, there is the travel advisory is still active and they are still screaming it. It is not safe for any Black person. Peradventure, you have something you really want to do and it is urgent that you must get there. Just be woke. That is all I can say. Thank you all so much for the support, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.